This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slashie Radio.
What's up, guys? You are listening to Slashie Radio. My name is Mikey Bones, joined by my fellow host, Kat Velour, and my Valentine, Rob Humphrey.
Oh, you guys made up?
How you doing, kiddo?
What's going on, Bo? Having a boo-boo.
Ooh, bae.
Yeah, Kat, Rob, I think, confirm, we're after Valentine's Day now, but, you know, I believe we ended the day on me and you were Valentine's, right?
I think so.
Aw,
I think that's where I don't remember exactly how we got there, but it did end there. Yeah, I think so.
that's so nice. I woke up Valentine's Day and you guys were fighting.
Yeah, so the day it started rocky. A little after midnight, Kat, Rob joined a Discord call, and he was grumpy, by the way, as we discussed. But for everybody listening, I asked Rob said Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, and I asked him to be my Valentine. He said, well, it wasn't even really that sweet. I think you said something like, well, I don't think we have much of a choice at this point.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and then he asked me if I would buy him those stupid little heart things, and I told him no, and he said, all right, it's off. So then it was ruined.
Mm-hmm. I like conversation hearts.
I don't like them, and I wasn't going to buy them, so you canceled me as your Valentine,
Mm-hmm.
and then I won you back later in the day.
I don't remember exactly how you did that, but you did somehow.
I made you a Valentine.
That's right. You
Fuck
did. It's
on
very
it.
sweet. Very sweet Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Did you see
Very
that,
sweet
Kat?
Valentine.
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, it was adorable.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You sure
That's
did.
good.
You were a
Yes, you
shitty
did. It's
Valentine,
a
dude.
sad time because there's no conversation hearts left at the store now, but thank God the Cadbury cream egg is out there.
Much better. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I
Mhm.
got with you on that.
Big fan of that.
All that aside, we have a cool show to get into. We are going to get to drink roll call shortly, which I cannot wait for.
It's let me tell you this: drink roll call is going to have a huge impact on this show this week. just want to get that up front.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to that. We're gonna do horror news, catch you guys up on everything, all the goings on within the genre, and this is a big fucking week. Anyone who follows the show, you know the paranormal activity fucking debacle that this show has, and we're starting the first chapter of it tonight.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
hopefully
what?
the last.
Are there more chapters?
Well, we're gonna have to get to the other movies eventually. I told them I did not want to hear a word of what they had to say. Everybody knows I love Paranormal Activity. Rob fucking hates it. Kat just refuses to acknowledge its existence as a movie, as movies. And she said she would give it a fair try, and here we are.
I did, because I went in open-minded to the thing that started this, my open-mindedness about Paranormal Activity, is I saw Skinamarink in theaters, and it broke me as a person. It's like my first time going into one of those really polarizing films with like a very lukewarm take. I did not feel strongly about Skinamarink one way or the other, although I do really like reading the bad reviews of Skinamarink. I think they're hilarious, but I didn't hate the movie, and it got me thinking about Paranormal Activity, because a lot of the complaints I had about Skinamarink were also complaints that I had about Paranormal Activity, but I was more forgiving of them. So I actually, I was looking forward to revisiting this. I have not said anything to Mikey about my thoughts on the revisit, but that is kind of what started it.
Yeah. And we all know Rob's history with rewatches.
I also
Yes.
felt broken by watching Skinamarink.
In a different way.
in a very different way. I, however, am not like Kat. I'm not 17 years old. I have been through this ringer a few times. I saw Blair Witch Project in theaters. I saw Paranormal Activity in theaters. I did not see Cinemarink in theaters. I saw it at home, but it was still awful.
So, like, I had seen a couple of them in theaters, but, like, usually I had a take that was, like, really when there's a polarizing thing, I usually come down on a side of it, usually the unpopular side, but this one I can't bring myself to care that much about
I
Skinamarink.
always have a take on everything.
Unfortunately. All right. So, but before we get into all that, we got to go through drink roll call first. I'm excited. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Mine's not super exciting. I have more
Okay.
zombie dust.
Okay.
I actually went looking for some of their other flavors, some of their other brews, but I did not find anything else that looked
That's
better.
unfortunate.
So I got more. I also, though, next week's drink roll call is going to be interesting. My mom went back to the Shady Wine store and found more, probably also expired candy. So
Oh, nice.
we've got that to look forward to.
Nice.
So Zombie Dust is good.
Yeah.
But it is not the best of the Three Floyd beers.
I would like to try some of their other beers, but
So I'm sad you couldn't find Gumball Head.
that was the one I was looking for.
Yeah, that is really their best. Mine is not exciting, other than to say that I've been drinking it for a little over 4 hours now, and I can't feel my face. I navigated South Carolina liquor laws and managed to get my hands on a bottle of Sailor Jerry, and so I'm drinking Sailor Jerry and Diet. Been drinking it for a while now, and I might pass out before the show's over.
Right.
Yeah.
I got my hands on Warhead's beer.
Ooh, you found it, huh?
I found it, and I am so fucking happy. I don't know any other millennial babies. We were talking about that earlier. Warheads were the shit. I don't know who remembers Warheads and who doesn't, but damn it, man. They were like the coolest thing to do, like with your friends, like you fucking sit around and try the Warhead, see who doesn't make a face, like all that shit. You guys ever do that with them?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Now, you're no fun. You don't like
I'm a
fun.
grown up.
Well, I wasn't when Warheads were hitting, and they were the most sour things on the planet. And yeah.
Yeah, does the beer taste good?
I tried the first one I tried was the green apple. I did not like the green apple. And keep in mind, I had to order these online. I paid way more for this than I should. All right.
Well,
So
that
I got
sucks, 'cause it's like, man.
they accept shop pay though, so
Well.
kudos to me. So I got the variety pack. I tried the green apple, did not like it. It was way too sour. Last night, Rob, I tried the watermelon.
Yeah, I wouldn't try that. Wouldn't recommend it.
I had tried the watermelon.
Our patrons get that.
Only the patrons understand that joke. I'll just say it involves Rob, watermelon, and shit. We'll leave it there.
Yep. I still have not tried watermelon since then.
I don't blame you.
The watermelon one was good. And right now, though, I am drinking the black cherry. Black cherry is the better one.
Okay.
Got all of them so far. I have like a blue one left.
That's my problem with trying something like that is like I'm just convinced it's not going to taste good because full disclosure though, I don't care for Warheads as a candy.
Oh, me either. They were torture, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Warheads are not my favorite candy, but my favorite beer is actually a sour cherry.
I know that a lot of people do like the sour beers. I've never been much of a fan of them.
You wouldn't like these.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't like these, but they're fun. Like I would not drink anything like this if it didn't have a Warhead sticker on it, and this one does. Here we are. But you know what? Anyone out there, you can Google it. I don't remember where I got these from. They're worth it. They're worth the try.
Nice.
Leave that there. So yeah, I've got my hands on some Warhead beer, Rob.
All right, good for you.
Yeah.
Got the Warhead beer.
My childhood is adult now, and it's scary. Yeah. All right. So do you want to get into the news, guys?
Yeah, what kind of news do we have?
Not a ton.
I was gonna say I haven't seen much this.
Perfect.
It's time to Hump the News with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius. Light news week this week. We can start with The Outwaters is now out on VOD and streaming on Screenbox. Have you guys seen it yet?
I have not. I didn't know that it was streaming on Streambox, but I'll probably check it out
either.
pretty soon.
I actually knew that it was because I heard that it was the release date. I thought it was coming to Shudder. I was disappointed, and I don't have Screenbox, so I was excited about it, but...
No, I'll check it out soon. I did not know that it was out. This is the first I'm hearing of it, but I will check it out, probably.
All right. Maybe next week we'll have an update.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
I probably won't remember to talk about it.
Yeah, we probably won't.
No.
I was gonna say, it's a really good assumption that I won't remember anything about this episode.
Yeah, I'm pretty drunk already. I can't feel your teeth drunk. That's where I'm at, so.
Never heard of that drunk before.
I know.
Two back-to-back things that I can't stand. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Kicked ass.
It did well. This was a Fathom release, right, Rob?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, did domestically. I don't know what these were. I think it says opening was like 670,000 about. Guess that was opening night. Totals here, I don't know when this was until, I'm assuming recently. 1.5 million domestic and 2.5 million worldwide.
I saw it. They only had one showing here on Wednesday night. My son and I went and saw it, and we both absolutely loved it. It is, it's stupid, but it is absolutely 100% better than it should be, and than it has any right to be. I loved it. I cannot wait until the sequel comes out.
I think that's pretty much all we want from it, right? Is something that's stupid and fun.
Yeah, it's really stupid, but that's okay because that's what I was expecting it to be, and it's actually a much better movie than I thought it would be. It looks good. It doesn't look like it was made on the cheap or anything. The acting is not stellar, but passable, and the kills are fun and imaginative. I really enjoyed it. It is a good movie.
You done talking about? I got nothing to add. Are you guys done?
I mean, I don't know that I'll ever really be done. I'm looking forward to the sequel, and also looking into how the cinematic universe is going to expand into Bambi and also Peter Pan.
Why do you keep bringing up Peter Pan?
I'm just throwing it out there that it's going to be part of the cinematic universe.
I think the word that you're looking for there is intentionally.
Maybe.
Nice. Cocaine Bear.
Yes, awesome.
Released 3 new clips.
I did not see the new clips, but I did play the 8-bit or 16-bit video game they released.
Stupid.
Which is a ton of fun. Did you play that, Kat, the game?
I didn't play that.
It's sort of like a Pac-Man sort of thing, where you're a cocaine bear and you run around gathering up, you gobble up little pieces of cocaine and eat people. It's a lot of fun.
You're a cocaine bear. That's just the best game pitch I've ever heard.
As he said it, I could feel Kat's passion growing, and it annoyed me.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. This movie's coming out soon. I cannot wait to see it.
Well, they released 3 new clips, and the title of the article on Bloody Disgusting is Cocaine Bears / 3 new clips preview the cocaine-driven horror comedy madness. Why is it cocaine-driven?
Well,
okay.
The cocaine is why.
But to advertise that is so incredible.
Right.
Wow.
And Mikey, let's not skip over the fact that there was a Twitter poll that shows that more people are looking forward to Cocaine Bear than they are Scream 6 at this point.
You know, before we started this show, I randomly, for no reason, said, I love you, Rob. And then you do something like this, and I want to kick you in the balls.
If they had given cocaine to Ghostface, do you think more people would be interested in seeing Cocaine Ghostface than they are?
If you saw
Bear?
a cocaine-driven Scream sequel.
I don't know if I want to talk to either one of you the rest of the show.
Cocaine, also the thing that was driving Stephen King's making of Maximum Overdrive, the greatest Stephen King movie of all time. So.
Did you just say driv?
Yes, I'm drunk. I'm very just. So, here's the thing that I want the listeners to know as we go forward into this show. I am very drunk. I have said this before that I'm drunk on the show. Understand that I am very drunk.
Understand. Did Paranormal Activity and having to watch it have anything to do with this?
No, I started drinking after Paranormal Activity.
No correlation?
Huh?
Did it drive you to alcohol?
No, I just was like, I'm going to start drinking now and get a... My thought was, I'll start drinking now, get a nice buzz before the show, and then maintain that. Unfortunately, there's a line, and I overstepped that line, and then I just kept on stepping. So the line is in the rear view mirror.
All right.
Way back there somewhere.
Okay. You can't even see it anymore, huh?
No.
Oh,
Tomorrow's gonna suck for me at work.
Good for you. All right. The Crystal Lake tours. Me and you probably get those texts all the time.
I constantly get them, and I constantly want to go, and I never can.
I know. It's a thing. There is a Camp Crystal Lake out there, everybody, and they've preserved it. It is an
Nobi Scoby, I believe it's called.
Something of that degree.
Something like that.
Yeah. They've preserved it the best they could. I believe it's still functional as a camp.
Yes, they still use it as a Boy Scout camp. Yeah.
There you go. But they preserve certain things for Camp Crystal Lake tours, and they look super fucking awesome. I will do them one day. I fucking am determined one day I'm gonna fucking do it. But this time they have tours all the time. Go check them out. But they have the cast returning. And God, would I love to do this.
Yeah, I believe they're going to be screening the original film.
Yeah, it's a whole event
out there as well, and they're going to have the cast and stuff. And sounds like a great time. Unfortunately, it's just not in the cards for me right now.
And not only that, it's from there's a lot of part tours in there, and even part one. I'm not gonna go through the whole list, but Amy Steele's gonna be there. Adrienne King is gonna be there, and former guest on the show Harry Manfredini is also gonna be there, which is fucking incredible. I love
Harry Manfredini.
Awesome. Goddamn, I don't know what this one costs.
No, I don't either, but I really do want to do this at some point, but I just hasn't been in the cards for me lately. But it's something I'm looking forward to doing, and I'm excited. And you know what, Greg, Amber, I'm gonna come see you when I do, because they live right there by it, I believe.
Well, it's June 2023, I believe, is when they're doing it. One of them's $200. Oh yeah, okay. Camp Crystal Lake reunion. There's an early one, $200, then $190, $180, $170. Whoa. Overnight experience includes reunion for $800, sold out. Bro, how cool would that be?
That would be cool, but there's a lot of things I want to do in that area, though. I would like to go do that, but I also want to go to like the Blairstown Diner, which was featured in the first movie, and some.
You could
of
knock that out in a weekend.
Oh yeah.
Stay overnight there, and then do that shit the next day, and then go home.
Yeah, it's just not on the cards for me right now.
No, me either.
I got other stuff going on.
And that's the thing, too. If I do one of these, it'd be great. For me, even though everybody knows, for me to get to Jersey would be like, I'm going to want to do the overnight thing. And I understand.
You basically live in Jersey, don't you?
I do not live in Jersey. I hate New Jersey. It's out there in Jersey.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know anything about where it is or anything else.
Yeah. So the overnight thing would be that's the one I want to do, man.
I mean, I know from where I'm at, I would have to do the overnight thing. Like, I wouldn't have a choice. It's too far.
Right. If you're going to do it right.
Yeah.
Last thing I had to talk, Kat, would that be something you would be interested in making? Because that's a trip for you, too.
I missed a lot of that story because I was playing the Cocaine Bear game.
It's fun, isn't it, Kat?
Yeah, I was just going to open up the thing to see if I could to like make sure that I saved it for later. But it's
Yeah. I mean, you eat
a lot of
piles of
fun.
cocaine and then you eat people. It's a fantastic game.
It's great. Top tier game.
I
Friday
was
the
wondering why
13th
you were so
experience?
quiet.
Yeah, it's game of the year. It's game of the year material. I'm telling you.
Obviously, game of the year material. Yeah, I'm kind of like you guys. It would have to be an overnight trip for me, so I would want to do it overnight.
You do it big if you're gonna do it. Absolutely, yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, Slasher Radio reunion. We all stay at Greg and Amber's place.
We'd get kicked out. We had the argument already. We've had this.
There's
discussion.
absolutely no doubt we would get out.
You guys.
So
would
we
get
make
kicked
sure
out.
we have
I'm the
hotel
nicest
reservations
person.
someplace at a time.
I picture Greg and Rob. Finally, the conversation of Halloween will come up, and then that'll be it. And it'll be Greg screaming at us to get out of the house, and Amber like packing us fucking sandwiches or something to take, like leftovers or whatever. All right. The last thing I have to bring up is the new Scream movie is on track to have
Oh,
the
boy.
biggest opening weekend in the box office of the franchise.
Have you gotten your tickets yet, Mikey?
Yes.
You do have your tickets. Are you seeing
yes.
it in 3D?
Yeah. You have to.
Are you
right?
really?
Yeah.
That's been the sort of debate in my
You
head
have
right now.
to.
First of all, I have to get my Cocaine Bear tickets first because that's coming out before.
First.
Uh-huh.
I hate
But then I'm looking at it, Scream, and I'm like, do I want to do the 3D or do I want to do the regular? So I haven't bought tickets yet. I will, of course, see this in theaters. I'm upset because I did not get the popcorn bucket or the sippy cup. So that's a bit of a bummer.
You have no right.
Did you get either one?
Oh.
Okay, yeah. They sold out fast, from what I understand.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying that stuff. But very excited for this movie. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, it for the record too, they're looking at these are estimations. Deadline reports that Paramount and Spyglass Media's Scream tracking on what I don't know is reporting to estimate 37 million.
That's pretty good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Are you gonna? Have you got your tickets yet, Kat?
I haven't got my tickets yet. I've been kind of in the same position as you. I think what I'm going to have to do is see it twice.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Cat's boyfriend guy is not going to want to do 3D. And I kind of want to do 3D, so I'm thinking I might go see it like opening night, like on Thursday, if I can still get tickets. Big assumption. So I might go do it in 3D by myself and then take him like that weekend.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What the fuck is this problem?
He wears glasses.
I do too. It's very,
So it's annoying.
It's very annoying and very inconvenient. But I might still do the 3D. It's hard for me, and I mentioned this before, but it's hard for me not to do the 3D because I know that's probably the only chance I'm ever going to get to see it.
Yeah.
In that presentation.
Yeah. Well, for the record, too, by the way,
Get your shit together, Mr. Cat's boyfriend guy.
Leave him alone. Scream is
I got my cattle prod. That's all I'm saying.
You're back with the cattle prod with
I will zap your fucking ass, buddy.
Holy shit. I think that's the most he's ever meant it.
We're not watching it in 3D.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cattle prod.
You don't even know that you're watching it in 3D.
I know. It doesn't look. I apologize, Mr. Cat's boy. I'm drunk. All right, so I'm gonna say a lot of things that are probably gonna be aimed at you.
Thank you for listening to the show and supporting us, Mr. Cat's boyfriend guy. We appreciate
Mr.
it.
Cat's boyfriend guy's gonna run off with Leah because you guys both get so much shit on the show.
He's a pain in the ass.
Leave her alone. For the record, the original Scream film opening numbers for that were 6 million, followed by Scream 2, 32 million, Scream 3, 34 million.
Whoa. You're telling me the original Scream only made 6 million opening weekend?
Opening weekend? Yeah, nobody who the fuck
Really?
knew, bro.
No, dude. All right. This is where, because you're young, you don't know shit.
I do
about
know
shit.
a little bit.
You don't know shit about shit.
Okay.
Because I went and saw that opening weekend and it was packed. So I believe it did better than that.
Where were you living when you went to see it?
I was living in Indianapolis, Indiana, my friend.
Okay,
Oh.
well, I don't know, man. It didn't prove itself. I mean, who knew? Dude, you gotta remember too. This is where you don't know shit. Scream is
fuck you. I know shit.
Scream was, dude. You guys don't give Scream the credit it deserves, man. Horror was in a fucking drought, man. People
Yeah, it
were
was
not
terrible.
seeing horror movies.
It
This
really
was just
bad.
gonna be. There was gonna be another one. You know, like all the
Yeah.
other ones that were around that time, man. And
I
it
can
proved
I
that it
can see
wasn't.
that. I know that when I went, the theater was packed open, and I went. I'm pretty sure it was opening night. It was definitely opening weekend, and it was packed. But you know, that may have been an anomaly or something. Maybe that wasn't happening everywhere.
Yeah, it had to prove itself, man. Well, Kat, did I just win?
I think you won an argument with Drunk Rob.
You need to drink every week like this, my friend.
It's because Drunk Rob is tired, Rob, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that is a very low number. Scream 4 only had 18 million. That's crazy.
I'm still looking at fighting fucking Mr. Cat's boyfriend guy for not going to see in 3D.
And last year, Scream 30 million, so it came back strong. So maybe 37. We'll see.
Scream 4 didn't do that well, huh?
18 million. That's bullshit.
I didn't see that opening weekend, actually.
Well, yeah.
No.
And that's all I have for the news.
All right.
news
I was
week.
going to add something, but I don't remember what, so fuck it.
Oh, I've got Gabagooly, Mystery Corner.
You are so dedicated, huh?
Mm-hmm. I had this whole thing I was going to do, but I'm drunk and I don't remember it. I told you it's going to be a shit show this week. I wasn't kidding about that.
Okay, here we go.
Did you send it?
Yes.
This is a segment of the show we call the Gabagooly Mystery Corner. Which button is it? I think it's that one.
Crazy idiot! Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, go back to turning tricks and old folk and you pain in the ass!
So the last line really makes this one because I don't
Yeah.
really care for the rest of it. But the last line is perfect. And I can see this being, this is Mikey, I think.
Segment of the show where our listeners anonymously submit Italian memes to be shown on me for the show. No reason at all.
To celebrate your
Mhm.
inheritance.
When some kid orders pasta with no sauce but then covers it in ketchup, you mama'd your last Mia. Motherfucker. And it's an Italian dude in a hat with a shotgun.
It's like, it's like when you go and you're like, I don't want any gravy, but then you put ketchup on it.
Stop calling it gravy. You know what you did. Yeah, no. Whose kid? I've never. Maybe that's because I grew up in an Italian household and my grandfather would have stabbed me in the throat. But who has ever put ketchup on pasta?
I will back you up on this, Mikey.
You'd never seen it.
I'm a father. There is no way in fuck I would allow my child to put ketchup on fucking pasta.
No, I've never seen that in my life.
It's fucking disgusting. I don't want to watch you eat that gross shit.
No, you're not allowed to eat that. Absolutely not.
And I would definitely be like, you have mama'd your last meal.
God damn it. All right. Whoever sent that in, kiss my ass. Mama, your last Mia.
It's actually, I don't want to get myself in trouble doing the accent and everything, but it's actually you mama'd your last Amia. There's an extra A in
Mama'd your
there.
last meal.
Rob has no problem doing it.
No,
Thanks, Rob.
Absolutely not.
I appreciate what you bring to the show.
Well, you gonna fucking cancel me? Fuck you. I cancel you.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, in a strange turn of events, I'm too drunk to have remembered the Huckleberry Humphrey's Hillbilly Fell Down. So
Okay.
I don't got nothing to say. I don't feel like doing it right now. So we're
All right.
canceling that this week.
All right, good.
Not as big of a hit, too. I'm gonna just put that out there as this shit.
How about if I just say yeehaw and we're done with it?
You got to give me a good one though.
Yeehaw!
You are
That's
a
a good
son
one.
of a. Good for you.
Is that all right?
Cat. In about 6 months, we got to have him do it again. See. We'll compare. Yeah.
Did
he'll
they
be
yell
really
that? I
good.
don't
It gets
fucking know.
more.
Yeah, it'll come from the toes then. All right, that's it for the news. That's it for all this gobbledygook crap. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick break, and we will finally talk about Paranormal Activity.
Oh, it's been a long time coming.
It has been.
Hold on, I gotta pee. Can we pee?
You sure you're going to make it back?
No.
All right.
Pee break for everybody.
All right.
All right, let's
Holy
meet back
shit.
here in 5.
5? He's pooping, Cat.
Maybe 10. I don't know.
He's pooping. So you guys ready to go?
Ready.
Okay.
I was born already, motherfucker.
Okay. We're finally doing it. We're talking about Paranormal Activity,
Woohoo!
2007.
Woohoo!
I don't know what he's doing. I
I didn't.
didn't expect that for this movie from you. What, Rob?
Yeah.
Everybody knows I loved it. There's no
know,
drama
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
I've
you
watched
loved
this
it.
movie a ton of times. It's not even a rewatch. We're good here.
Did you watch the box set that you ordered?
Yes, I did. I even ordered a fucking external drive to watch it on my computer, and it doesn't even work. So I got to deal with that. But yes, I watched it.
But you did bust out the box set for this.
Yes.
All right. Good job. I watched it on Paramount Plus or whatever the fuck it's on.
Okay.
I also watched it on Paramount Plus. I have words about Paramount Plus. I had forgotten how, because the last time I had to watch it, I watched it for research for an article I was writing like a year or so ago, and it wasn't streaming anywhere at the time. So I own a DVD copy of this that I've watched exactly one time. The DVD automatically plays the alternate ending. So I had forgotten what the original end to this was, and I'm sure we'll cycle back around to that. But I have a strong preference for one over the other.
Yeah,
right.
we'll get into those.
So, Rob?
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the Paranormal Activity?
I enjoyed that one part where something almost happened, but then didn't. That was fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I was like, ooh, something's gonna happen here. Oh no, nothing. Okay.
So you're still on your horse, huh?
There's a lot of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Son
movie.
of a bitch. I was
Good
really
movie.
hoping something would change there. All right.
No, it's a good movie. Well, a lot of fun.
Your butthole.
A lot of things that almost happened.
Kat, you're my only hope here. What'd you think?
Yep. Well, I want this on record. We talked about it for the Patreon, but I'll say it again for the show as well. I gave this every shot. I waited until a creepy hour of the night. I turned all the lights off. I don't have notes this week because I was like full focus on the TV. I gave it like every shot I could. And I went in as open-minded as I could possibly be. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, Mikey. I don't like Paranormal Activity,
damn it.
but I have a better understanding, because like before when we were talking about Paranormal Activity, I feel like my complaints were very vague, where it was like, I think it was boring, I didn't like the camera work, I didn't like the characters, and that was kind of all I had to say about it. There were very specific things, like paying that close attention to the film. There were things specifically that do not work for me. And I think that taking those out, being like, hey, this is why I'm not liking this, I was able to appreciate other aspects of the movie that I had not noticed before, instead of just lumping it all together as like, I think this sucks. So I understand better what does and does not work for me about Paranormal Activity. Having gone in with a more open mind, it's not the one for me.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it, guys. They have 15 grand, man.
And so, okay, I'm going to jump right in then, because on paper, I like this a lot. And a lot of the aspects that work for me, I think are things that work because of the low budget. I like that I think they make the most out of what they had in regards to effects, mostly, you know, where it's like, I think that the cinematography is done in a way, it does have that amateur feel, but that's kind of incorporated into the story. There are some scares where it's like, you know, they knew exactly what kind of a budget they did not have for this, and they made the most out of it. You know, I think the powder scene is really effective, of, you know, the actors really selling something super low budget that anyone could have done. But like, you know, they were making it work for themselves in a lot of areas like that. And I kind of, you know, you have to give them props for that. And I do. Those were elements that worked really well.
Rob, do you agree with that statement at least? With all that?
The powder stuff worked well. I like that. I think that they did well for the budget that they had. I mean, so the 15 grand is a bit of a misnomer on this movie, I think.
It is.
They spent $200,000 in post-production on this film, so that takes it to $215,000, and then Paramount spent another $30 million on the marketing budget for this movie that nobody even talks about. So I feel like in a way it's a manufactured, hey, this is a $15,000 movie that they manufactured into a much bigger success than it probably would have been.
But they made the movie with that, though.
Right, but they were able to spend $30 million on the marketing budget for it. So
the marketing, yeah. But I'm saying as far as what's on screen, though, the marketing turned it into what it was. The marketing doesn't give you a better movie.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, unfortunately.
It's true. Yeah.
I do think I don't like this movie, but for the money that they had and the limitations that they had, they really overachieved. You know, I have a lot of complaints like, well, that wasn't on screen, this wasn't on screen, that, you know, whatever, but there's a reason why it wasn't on screen, and it was because of the constraints of the budget and everything, and I get that. So yeah, I would think I would agree with what Kat said. I think that a lot of what they did was as effective as it could be for the budget that they had at the time.
Can we talk? Oh,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to ask if I could get in my other like big compliment for the movie before I forget.
Sure.
Because it's kind of a silly thing. A lot of my complaints, and we'll get to it, are about like the writing, quote unquote. I don't know what I know this was not a well scripted movie, like a heavily scripted.
This
but
was
a lot of
virtually not a scripted movie at all. We'll talk about that when we get into trivia, but yeah, there wasn't really a script.
So like, but story wise, a lot of my complaints come in with like story elements. I do think the one story element that gets done really well, and I think it's the thing that I maybe appreciate most about Paranormal Activity, is that it felt realistic in that I think if you brought a camera into the and this is going to sound like a dig, and I really don't mean it this way. It's why it's on my list of compliments so high up. If you bring a camera into like the life of a couple, I think in 9 times out of 10, it's going to be really boring. And like, they felt like the house felt lived in. They felt like they had their own lives separate of what was going on. There were a couple times where it did kind of feel like, hey, we're dropping exposition here, and those are some of my complaints. But for the most part, it really did feel like it because with a lot of found footage movies, I feel like they kind of don't try to explain much of anything, you know? Or they go too heavy into it, where it's like, we've got this camera to do this, this, and this, you know? And these are just like two people talking about a camera that's suddenly in their lives where it wasn't yesterday.
Right.
I think it has the vibe that it was going for in that regard. Like, I think that's a very strong element of this movie, because it makes it feel more like found footage.
And 10 out of 10 times, if you bring a camera into the life of a couple, the guy's going to try to make a sex tape.
10 out of 10.
He did.
10 out of 10, yeah.
20 out of 10, absolutely.
Always going to happen. Always going to happen. Also, just this is a little sexy time for Rob advice for everybody.
Very sexy time advice. Wow.
Bad idea. Do not make a sex tape. Terrible idea.
Why not?
Well, there's a number of reasons. One is because
you don't look as good as you think you
right.
look.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. Is the answer.
That's the biggest reason. But the first reason is because you don't want it to get leaked like the Pam and Tommy tape did. A terrible thing. You do not want that. But the other thing is, you never want to watch yourself doing that. Otherwise, you will not want to ever do that again, because you look like a fucking idiot. I guarantee you that.
Oh shit!
You are much uglier than you think you are, and you do not want to see it on tape. You're a hideous, foul creature.
Just stumble across it years later, like, oh,
yeah. You don't want to. You don't ever want to see it. You will disgust yourself, and no, it's not nearly the thrill you think. Now, look, making the tape might be a lot of fun, and I'm not against you making the tape as long as you delete it immediately and never watch it.
Yeah, don't.
So that's my tip. Make the tape, delete it immediately, never watch it, don't ever let anyone else see it. You will be disgusted by the result.
Fair enough.
Sexy time with Rob for you.
Fair enough.
I do agree with Kat in that aspect. I think that this feels like a real couple.
Yeah.
It feels like they do a good job of using the found footage medium to tell an interesting story. What the story that they're telling is interesting. Even though what is happening on screen at any given time may not be.
I think that's the strength for the whole fucking movie, man. And I understand it does, the writing or what Kat was talking about does go into it, but it followed throughout with so many different things. My whole thing with this is it felt real. So much of it felt real. It wasn't, what was the last Conjuring movie? The Devil Made Me Do It, whatever the fuck I had to sit through. God damn, the gates of hell opened up and there's a windstorm in the house in the first 5 minutes of the fucking movie. I can't stand that. That's the Conjuring shit that I always bring up. I don't like it. This was a paranormal movie. This was fucking Poltergeist. This was Amityville Horror. It built to something. It didn't start there and then the rest of the movie was shit. There was suspense and tension with, oh fuck, each night. I took down notes for each night. It went through and it was progressive and you could, they're having to deal with that as it goes. As at first, it's movie starts out kind of playful, like he's filming the guitar and they're laughing on the couch and joking around. Then things got worse. And then, their relationship is straining because of that and all that shit, man. And
go
ahead.
I want to say this. This movie is not as interesting or as good as either Poltergeist or the Amityville. It's just not. But I see what you're saying. This would have been a much more interesting movie had we actually gotten to see the sex tape that Mika wanted to make.
He didn't get to make it. She wouldn't let him.
Man, he was really trying though.
He's trying his ass off.
Yeah,
Give him that.
yeah. And that felt very real.
God damn you! I made all great points about a cinema masterpiece, and you go and fucking tarnish it with a sex tape.
I'm just saying. So the one note that I really took is that this demon must be hell's Lord Prince of minor inconveniences, because he's like, I threw your keys on the floor.
Dude, but that's
I opened your door 4 inches, but then put it back immediately. Like, it's just like, what?
I will say it was very funny because it's like, and I understand part of the whole thing is that they don't have pets, but as a pet owner, it was like, oh God, it would take me so long to even realize I was being haunted by anything. Like, I find my keys weird places all the fucking time because they make a fun sound and my cats run off with them. Like,
well, do you at least see what I'm saying, Kat, with all that?
No, I do. I think it builds. I think for the most part, it does build well. But and I want to get this. I want to get like my biggest complaint out as early as possible because it ties into so many of my other complaints. Like the building, it ties into like how tension builds in this movie. My biggest complaint with this, for a long time, I felt like my problem with Paranormal Activity was that I didn't give a shit about the characters and they were boring. And like really looking at it, that's not my problem. Which is, and I'm kind of glad because I feel like found footage very often tends to have more bland characters in a way that works, because you're seeing all this stuff out of context and you can kind of like project your own stories. Paranormal Activity feels very intimate, and I always kind of felt like it shouldn't have bland characters. Looking closer, I don't think it's that the characters are bland. I think it's that I don't like them. Specifically, I don't like Mika. I think he's a shit. But not in like a, and I think I would have preferred Paranormal Activity, like greatly preferred Paranormal Activity, if they had leaned into it just a little bit more and let it be like, because if you lean in too hard, I get it. He's like a cliche asshole man, but he walked that line anyway. I kind of would have liked to let him be the villain of the piece, where he's more aware of what he's doing in like antagonizing a demon to get cool footage, because that was his role in the movie, was to do that anyway. But he seemed so dumb about it that it like he grates on my nerves. I don't like watching him. And Katie, I think, because I used to think I didn't like her either, she actually seems like I think we would, like, out of any horror movie character, Katie and I could just get along. We have similar hobbies. She's an English major. She's cool with a demon just following her for several years. Like, as long as you don't antagonize it. Like, she seems like a very cool person, and I think who she is as a character gets so drowned out by Mika's personality. And there are so many points in this movie to like, I have mostly complaints about Mika as it happens, but it's like there were so many points in this where I couldn't tell if the tension was building between the two of them or if he was just being an asshole again and that was supposed to be their dynamic. Because like even in the cutesy stuff at the beginning, he's not really listening to her. He's not really respecting like her boundaries. It's like, this is, I'm not going to say it's an abusive relationship, but it's a very unhealthy relationship at its best point. And that makes it made it really hard for me to tell like how much the haunting is affecting it, you know?
So I will say this, having, I spent a lot of time thinking that I did not like the character of Mika either. But watching this again today, or yesterday, whenever the fuck I watched it, what I realized about Mika is that he's pretty much me.
Oh no. Rob, you're gonna get canceled.
When the psychic shows up, I would totally be like, "Oh, you should have seen the bad traffic coming," you know.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a fucking. I mean, whatever. He's not taking this. Look, we've talked about this before. I like the women with the crazy eyes. With the crazy eyes, often comes the crazy, and with the crazy often comes stories of demons, ghosts, etc. Whatever. It's really hard to take that bullshit seriously.
But Rob, you wouldn't bring a Ouija board into the house.
I might.
Would you?
I don't think you liar. You don't even like Candyman stuff.
Because it's like, all right, you know, this chick is clearly crazy, but I've already got a camera here, and if I lean into this a little bit, I might get to make that sex tape that I want to make. There's a lot of different factors that are going on with Mika that I think are discounted, where everybody says he's a horrible guy.
I think he is. I think he's a horrible guy.
And also, in reality, she's a student who's a literature major, who's going to school all the time. He's the one paying for this house. You see how nice that house is in San Diego? It's got to cost a fortune.
Can I intelligently answer your question, Kat, or respond to your statement?
Are you saying I'm not intelligent right now?
I'm saying you keep talking about the sex tape.
I'm just saying, look, I'm Mika. On this watch, I thought maybe Mika's not as bad as we all say he is, because a lot of people say he's a bad guy, and I'm not sure that he is. You got to kind of lean into your girlfriend's crazy sometimes.
Right?
So, no.
Yeah, you sort of lean in and you're like, I'm here and I'm going to help you defeat this demon.
No, you're wrong.
And the best way to do that is to make a sex tape.
That would be fine. I think it would be fine. If you're like, hey, babe, let's kill a demon real quick so we can make a sex tape. That's one thing. If that was his only goal, I think he went about it so the wrong way, because we all have ulterior motives sometimes. If I'm Mika in this situation, I'm like, there's that first meeting with the psychic. I don't make jokes about him. I take him dead serious. And when he's like, you need to stop antagonizing the demon because it feeds off bad vibes. I'm like, you know what are good vibes? Sex tape. Like, just he went
so
the
that's
wrong
a strategy.
way.
That's
And
a strategy.
He's like, let's drive her crazy, disregard all of her fears, not take it seriously, insist that the camera is helping, even though it's basically the one thing we were told not to do, get her to the point where she's having catatonic states, and then blame her for bringing a demon into my house. Like, that seems healthy and good.
All right. So 100% seems like something I would do. Also, so here's the thing about the psychic. When he comes into the house, it might seem like a good idea, everything you said about going along with him 100% and everything. The problem is, it is 1000% going to be impossible for me to not make jokes at the psychic's expense.
I cannot have a fucking thing on this show. You both know how long I've been wanting to talk about this movie, and you guys talk about a sex tape for like 10 minutes. No respect to Paranormal.
That's
you joined
the driving factor in this movie, Mikey, is the sex tape.
No, I'm using the sex tape to illustrate, if that's what you want, there are not... I can't take Rob seriously. Mike is a terrible character. He's a bad boyfriend. He's essentially... Yeah, I feel like people throw this word around too much, but he's very much on the verge of gaslighting Katie, because he'll take it seriously 1 minute and then like use it as a big joke the next, and it's like
he is me, 1000% me, and so what you're saying is
then you're also an asshole.
Yeah. What you're saying is very, very hurtful, because there is no way I would take this bullshit seriously if I was dating a crazy woman, right?
You'd better, because if you push her, she's gonna kill you.
That's the chance I take when I date crazy women.
Either she is right and you're going to antagonize a demon, or she's wrong and you pushing her along is going to make her snap. There's no good option for you being a jackass.
I already know this is how I'm going to die, because I date exclusively crazy women, Cat.
He's trying to get the poom poom in before the dying is his goal. He knows the ending.
And if I can get recorded evidence, so the much better. I'm never going to watch it because I know I'm going to look like an idiot. But Can
I talk about Mika now?
Yeah.
All right. Jesus, the both
you're
of
just
you.
going to be boring with it.
You got me talking about the fucking sex tape. Jesus Christ.
He sucks you in.
He fucking does, man. I don't like Mika. I had a lot of negative notes about Mika. I never really liked Mika, but I don't remember not liking him this much. I agree with Kat's saying, and I agree with a little bit of what Rob's saying. But I took it more as stubbornness. But at first, yes, Rob is partially right. He got a camera. Let's catch some spooky shit on camera. It'd be cool. We're probably gonna try and make a sex tape. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, you are.
And it's all funny. Like I said, this movie started with them having fun with it. And then when shit started getting real is where his stubbornness kicked in, to me, is how I viewed it. And he was like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it. And that point, when it starts turning even worse, is where he should have backed off. And he didn't.
Where I don't like Mika in this movie is when it comes to the Ouija board.
Yeah, like, come on,
When he's like, I said I wouldn't buy one, but I borrowed one. I hate that kind of bullshit.
And then even if he had been, I also hate that kind of bullshit, because then you get into relationships where it's like, I need you to say the words out loud. Right. I will not bring a Ouija board into this house. I promise, know? And it's like, and then, he would throw fits because he'd be like, why do you always make me be so technical about stuff? And it's like, because you can't fucking be trusted, dude.
Right. But in Mika's defense, she did say that this demon has been showing up or whatever since she was 8 years old. I would have thrown her ass out of the house. I'm like, you got to go, bitch. Clearly, you don't got a job. You're a fucking full-time student. I'm a day trader paying all these fucking bills. You got to get the fuck out right now.
Right now, demon and all.
Yeah. So I do think, in a way, Mika deserves points for that, because I definitely would have thrown that bitch out on the street.
I don't think so. This is, and that's the other thing that I really don't like about Mika, is because he turns it around on her. But I think even if,
but it's her fault.
No, it's not her fault. Because and this is open to
If you
speculation.
bring a demon in your house, it's your fault. I didn't bring no demon.
Nope.
Maybe I
No,
brought a dog.
no.
But I didn't
This
bring
is
a fucking
open to
demon.
speculation because we don't see the original conversation where she first tells him about the demon. Presumably it's like right before the camera comes into the picture, though. It like in the preceding weeks, she tells him, "Hey, weird stuff is going around because I have a demon that's been following me for like the last 15 years or whatever, right?"
Yeah.
But the weird stuff that she's talking about is stuff he doesn't believe in. It doesn't affect him until he starts trying to capture it on camera. If I tell a man that I move in with, "Hey, I have a demon that's been following for 15 years. Sometimes my keys are going to be on the fucking floor." He's going to laugh. Like, he's going to laugh me out of the room. Like, and I'm sure it was probably a joke.
Point.
I think that kind of warning is perfectly acceptable. But if I tell a man, "Hey, there's a demon following me for 15 years. Sometimes my keys are going to be on the floor," and he's like, "Oh, great. I'm going to bring a fucking Ouija board into the house and start filming the shit out of it and telling it to do its worst." Like, that's on him. Anything my demon does to him at that point is on him. Because I've been dealing with it for 15 years and it's not been a problem.
I do kind of see that, because I will say this. If a woman said to me, if I went out on like a second or third date with a woman and she was like, "There's a demon's been following me around for 15 years. I'd be like, immediately, "We need to move in together. I'm going to get a camera and we're going to make a sex tape."
God damn it. There's middle ground there, though. Like, yes, what he did to antagonize it, you are right, Kat. But she didn't tell him earlier. You should mention that before you move in. They've been together for how long, man? Unless she just told him they're in, like she could have mentioned that earlier.
They've been together for 3 years.
3 years is a long time.
3 years is a long fucking time.
You need to know that year one. At some point, you should know that. Yeah, but again, like him doing everything he did, you're right. He did that. He encouraged you.
But
you're
also,
right.
in some way, right? Like if some bitch is telling you she got a demon following her around, wouldn't you want to be the tough guy and be like, "Ha ha, I'm going to get this demon"? You just fucking play into it, even if you don't believe her, right?
All right, to be that as it may, but I don't know. He shouldn't have did. But that's why I don't like Mika. Like the way he handled it. I mean, he's.
I think he's the real hero of the movie.
God damn it, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know. I did not like Mika. I don't know. That's but still, like he wasn't.
He's just trying to get a little ass and film it.
That's not all he's trying to do.
I genuinely wish, and I think the movie would have been better if Mika, and because at the end of the day, I think Mika's an asshole. I would probably kick him or kill him if I knew him in person, depending on how much time. Yeah, like accidentally, quote unquote, kick him in the shins a few times, like as I'm walking past.
You motherfucker!
I wear some pretty heavy shoes. It would hurt. He'd learn a lesson, but I do think, like,
I'm too drunk for this.
I think that I don't hate him as much as I hate some movie characters. I think he just annoys me. Like, he takes me out of the film enough that, like, I'm not as scared as I should be because I'm just kind of annoyed. I wish he had been a proper antagonist, because if he had been watching her, like if he had known about the demon in advance, if she had gotten drunk and told him one day, "Hey, I've got a demon," and he had manipulated her into moving in and trying to catch it on film, if he had like some kind of paranormal experience, like even if he had just been intentionally dickish about it, but he seems genuinely confused. Like when shit starts to escalate and he's like throwing around, like, "Oh, here's how we're gonna take care of it, and the powder is going to work because it's going to prove something's here." It's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let your girlfriend, who's the one in danger right now, call the fucking demonologist, like
I do disagree with his decision not to call the demonologist. I would do that too, but only because I'm going to play along with this crazy woman long enough to get the sex tape.
God damn it.
Even if that's all you're doing, let her call the fucking demonologist. It's her demon.
At this point, if I'm Mika, that's all that is all I'm doing, right? Because there's no he clearly doesn't buy this bullshit from get-go.
Yeah.
In my opinion, as a character, Mika does not seem to be buying into this bullshit. I myself would not be. That's why I think Mika grounds this movie for me. He's my way into this movie, unfortunately. I disagree with now. He does at one point try to have sex with her, and he says that the camera's off when it's not, and I disagree with that. That is a bad move, Mika. Not a good look.
So that's the line.
Yeah, you do not do that. That is wrong. But I do see him as sort of my way into the movie because I do a lot of times I feel like I would be Mika in this situation. Like, I'm not buying this bullshit. What are we doing here?
See, and I guess maybe that's also part of the problem because I don't feel like I had a way into this movie. Katie is so forgiving as a person, and I just am not in a relationship. If Mika tried any of this stuff, I leave.
Well, she's not going to leave. Where's she going to go? She ain't got no money. She's a full-time student. She's got that's her meal ticket.
She can go to her dorm. She can stay with her family. Her friend offers her a place to stay in the movie.
That. What I think you guys forgetting about with that too is dude, this thing's following her wherever she goes. I think that's a part that's missed. What?
No. Because I understand that. I understand that the thing is following her, but Mika's the one antagonizing it.
Oh yeah.
If I had someone antagonizing my demon and I'm living with him, and someone is like, "Hey, come stay with me for a while," I say yes, so that no one brings a fucking Ouija board into the house. Like, and that's the thing I didn't understand about Katie is because there were so many points at that movie where it's like, this would be my breaking point, either in a relationship or in a paranormal situation. When I saw the Ouija board, I'm going to stay with the friend. Like, he's broken my trust. He's making my demon more aggressive at me. Like, he's not the one assuming the highest amount of risk here. I'm gonna save my ass first. And then also, like, the thing with the tape, Rob, like you said, like, that crosses a line. If someone tries to trick me into making a sex tape, I'm leaving that night. Like, that's
at that point,
we're done.
He's not even trying to trick you into making a sex tape. He's just fucking being a creepy weirdo.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, that's just fucking gross. And I did not care for that. Other than that moment, though, I still believe that Mika, there's a few things that I would do different than him, but I didn't. As I was watching, I was like, yeah, I kind of identify most with this guy, which is probably a reflection on my poor character more than anything else.
But, like, the friend, you go stay with the friend, and maybe things don't get better, but you know they're not going to get worse.
Right. We are skipping over also the fact that they were at one point, there was scenes of them in a pool, which I think was really foreshadowing the pool cleaner that was to come into the second film. Man. Did you guys feel that at all?
Can you not take this seriously for Mikey?
For a minute, man. God damn it. But we'll get to the second one eventually. Don't you worry. At some point in life, we're getting there. But
I don't. How am I not taking it seriously? I happened to see him in a pool, and I was like, "Oh, this is foreshadowing." Now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense.
I feel like an underrated part of this movie is how isolated they were at that point. You know, when the other, I don't know if he was a demonologist too, but the dude the replacement demonologist, they said, while the other one was out of town. Little wonky, understood.
Yeah, no, I'd be fucking pissed off. If I called the demonologist, they're like, he's out of town, but I'm the substitute. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house.
Like, hey, man, I clean his office while he's out of town. What's up? What do you need?
I'd be like, around with you dipshit.
So
I wouldn't be mad at him. Again, I'd be mad at Mika. If I was like, let's call a demonologist, and he's like, no, I've got this. I've got powder. It's fine. And then I tried to call the demonologist later, and it was like, he's out of the country. I'd be like, Mika... stand still.
Cat always trying to point the finger at Mika.
But either way, they're there at that point, and he leaves, and dude, it's just them.
No, he's like, I can't help you.
He felt it right away. He had to get out. And like I said, if they say, okay, let's go to a hotel, like, dude, you're at this point now. Like, they
you're
literally
haunted, not the fucking house. It ain't the house.
That's what I'm
Katie.
saying.
That's why Katie got to pack her shit and get the fuck out of my house.
Honestly, I agree.
But that's a strong point in this movie too, man. There's no, like, what the fuck? You talk about Amityville and all that, like, it's like, oh, just get out of the house and move. Right. You can't do that in this scenario. Paranormal Activity is good, damn it.
I do think
let's
that
not
was
get
one
carried away.
of I see what you're saying, Mikey, about the backup demonologist.
Yeah, that guy.
Because I think on paper that was one of the scariest moments in the movie, because it's like, hey, you
Yeah.
call a professional, the professional is not there, the best that you've got refuses to help you. I think it's a very
Can't
scary
help you.
situation,
Right.
except for I don't like how it was executed
I agree.
because it seems a little bit silly.
It's too fast. It happened immediately.
It happened
It's like
so fast.
it's like there
after
was a
he
fart
drove
in the
like a
room.
day to get there, and you're like,
Yeah.
It's
I
like
don't
It's
know.
like
someone
calling
farted, man.
Ghostbusters and like our shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's not a plumber. You can't get a new one. No, and I agree. It was, very
But on
rushed.
paper, yeah, there is like an isolation that you don't really, and it's kind of the same thing with her like not leaving, because on paper I think that's very scary, where it's like the demon follows you, but in practice, she was the one choosing to let it. I don't want to like victim blame Katie here, but she like every second that she didn't leave, she was still letting the problem escalate,
Right. Yeah.
and it's
no, I
like
agree. But I'm saying,
So it's
but
all
with-
Katie's fault. Mika is innocent.
Mika's
God
not innocent. Mika's the one escalating it.
I don't know.
But
We'll
even
see.
at the point they're at now, even if it stood that way, it's still like I think at that point, since it got to that point, there was nothing like it was going to escalate. Like I think it was in already from everything that happened already. Like that Ouija board thing, like all the you can look at the two of them aside, like it like I think that was a really cool scene too. Like
Mika
Ouija
got
board-
himself caught up in a situation where he wanted a sex tape and now he's fucked.
that's a bad move. I don't think that had no sex tape motives involved. Like that's a bad move.
I think we talked about this with Jason Takes Manhattan also, where it's like, I don't understand this movie trope where men think that women want to have sex more when they're scared. Like,
Well, that had nothing to do with sex. That was just him trying to, catch something creepy on camera.
No, I tried to frighten the shit out of women, get them to have sex.
I
with
believe
me.
you. I believe
bad
you.
idea.
Rob's the Russ McCamey of sex.
That's right.
But no, like, dude, they took something simple. That's the thing anybody would do if they're trying to antagonize a ghost or contact. Like, you go to a Ouija board first, and they did that. It was inexpensive. It was smart. But what they did with it, I feel like they escalated it, man. Like, that was pretty cool with the catching on fire and shit. You don't see that
Nope.
too often.
I
No.
have to disagree with you. The Ouija board scene is my least favorite part of, other than Mika, it's my least favorite part of this movie.
Them
I was
pulling
about
that
to say
off
get him,
wasn't
Cat,
bad.
and then you had to throw Mika under the bus.
Well, there's no way that anyone's going to believe I disliked the Ouija board more than Mika.
Mika's the hero of the film.
I think it looked very silly. I think when it started moving, you're like, okay. And then when it moved a little bit more, you're like, okay, they pushed it a little bit further. And then it starts going crazy and you're like, huh. And then like you're still kind of contemplating whether or not it's scary or silly. And then it catches fire and you're like, oh. And then it comes back and it's the scratches and it's like, oh, God damn it.
I thought that was pretty cool, man.
If she had come back to the whole, like, if the whole table had been on fire when they returned, that could have been like war flashbacks for her because of her house or whatever.
Yeah,
but like, I
something.
thought as it was, because there were no ramifications for it later on, so it just felt kind of like like a jump scare, but with fire. I don't know. It's weird.
That's what I liked about it, though, because like that ghost it's capable of that, and it didn't even need to show it to him. It's like, I'm just going to do this while they're not even home because I'm bored. Like, I don't even need them to see this.
No, because the only thing it ever
does.
does when they're home is knock their keys on the floor.
Not at the end. Dude, it
Goddamn,
possessed
fucking
her.
key. My keys are on the floor. God damn it.
Also, I don't like so much that it was there just like catching, like, that it was starting fires while she was out of the house. Because it kind of plays against the central theme that they can't escape it. I know that there's a difference between like moving from house to house with someone and like staying home for a night in, but it's really weird to me that it's just like, anyway, here's how the ghost is going to escalate stuff in this house when they're gone, You know, when the
Mhm.
terror of the movie is that they can't go and have the ghost not follow them. It was weird that they had a scene that like showed that very thing happening explicitly.
I will also say about that whole Ouija board thing, Mika should have started backtracking at that point because clearly he had made a mistake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, he had really pissed her off. And
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You're gonna make her
no,
mad,
no.
not you
No,
crazy.
you're trying to get to the sex tape stage and you're fucking making her mad. That is not good.
And she's
God
trying to
damn it.
kick him out of the house, and he's like, "Babe,
Yeah.
come look at the Ouija board." And she's like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think she
first
was
of
ready
all-
to throw him out of the whole fucking house, and he's just like not hearing her.
Yeah. First of all, you ain't gonna kick me out of the house. I'm the one who makes all the fucking money around here.
God damn it. I don't know, man.
Although I
don't.
will say this too. They say that Mika's job is a day trader. In this,
You never see him do it.
anytime a movie says somebody's a day trader, that to me is just code for doesn't work, has a lot of money.
I mean,
I don't know
wrong.
what the fuck a day trader does, but I know that they never in movies they never work and they always have a lot of money, and I don't know why.
yeah, it's an excuse to keep him in the house a
Right.
lot. He doesn't have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He is at some point though. I give Mika credit for this. He's doing a little research. He's reading a book called Devils, Demons, and Witchcraft, which I'm sure Kat owns.
Cat probably does own that.
I might own that.
Watch
can
out,
neither
Mr. Cat's
confirm
boyfriend
nor
guy.
deny.
Get your
I-
ass.
Yeah, but also like, look how late in the movie they start doing research. Like, and this is just, it's kind of framing stuff because it's like, it's one thing to be like, Mika did this wrong and this, and he's antagonizing Katie here, and this is his fault. I do think a lot of the stuff is his fault, but I think as a storytelling device, it's incredibly frustrating for audiences to have a solution to the problem as simple as demonologist and just have it ignored for almost a full month.
Yeah,
Like, that just
it's ignored. It's
it
ignored
grates
for
on
a
my nerves.
really long time. And I didn't get anyway because Mika's like, oh, don't call this fucking guy. I already had this fucking psychic in my house. I don't want you calling this other fucking guy, which I never understood to begin with. I mean, to me, that made absolutely his objection to the demonologist made no sense to me.
A psychic and a demonologist, they're basically the same level of strange. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once the psychic has come to my house, then I'm okay with the demonologist coming to my house too.
and also, like, even if it maybe because we've established Katie is more forgiving than me, and Mika can be the love of her life. She can forgive him for all of this kind of nonsense. But if I start making deals with someone, right? Because they already have a deal in place where it's like, hey, you can try the camera, but if things get worse, we're gonna turn off the camera. And he's like, sure. And then things get worse. And he's like, we just need to use the camera a little bit more. And like they have a lot of deals like this. And Katie, as a character, and this is what irritates me most about Katie, is she doesn't learn. Because at that point, and she's still like, if things with the powder don't work, I'm calling the demonologist. And but just call the demonologist at that fucking point, because you know that Mika's going to continue pushing that boundary further and further and further because he's already done it like 6 times. And then sure enough, the next day he's like, but the powder proves that there's an entity here, so I'm in control. And she's like, you have one more day and then I'm calling the demonologist. And it's like, just fucking, he's going behind your back with every single goddamn thing. Just call the demonologist. Do it.
So the play for Mika here was, hey, we can call the demonologist, but first we gotta make this sex tape.
Better movie.
That's how you
Mikey,
play.
we fixed it.
Yeah, that's how you do it for Mika. Because that's his ultimate goal anyway. After that, he doesn't give a fuck. What's he care? He's already had a psychic in his house. He had a demonologist in your house, whatever.
What? I can't get an ounce of it, man.
It's all about the sex tape, Mikey.
It's not all about the sex tape.
That's the whole movie hinges on that, because that's all Mika's trying to get is the sex tape. That's all he wants.
I'm trying to be a little bit more. I have a thing with this also where I'm trying to be more forgiving of it, because it's like in the early 2000s, horror movie characters made dumb horror movie decisions. Like, that was the status quo. that's why we have those tropes that we're trying to subvert now in horror. But I saw this for the first time in 2007, and it irritated me then also. Like,
You know what? I'll say this. I only enjoy the first 3 Paranormal Activity movies out of the franchise. The 4th one's tolerable. After that, we're getting out of control. But the first 3, this is my least favorite of the first 3. It might go 3, 2, 1, but it might also go 3, 1, 2. I don't know, but it's in that neighborhood. I don't know, guys. I appreciate what they were able to do. And as much as I like the other 2 better because they had money and they can actually, they stuck to what made Paranormal Activity good, the simplicity of things, and throughout most of it, and they were just able to execute them better and make real movies after that. So I enjoyed them more. But man, what they were able to do and what they had to do it with, and the I don't know, you guys don't feel it, but the tension they were able to build in certain parts, it's a good fucking movie, dude. It made its mark in horror big.
I will say, and this is this is gonna make Mikey kill me, I think, but I mean it again in a good way. This is the only film that I have ever walked out of in a theater is Paranormal Activity, and if I could go back and finish, yeah, because I was so scared. Because I don't even remember what the fucking movie was that was playing. There was something else playing, and I just went to a different theater. I just was like, nope, better use of my time down the hall, and I just fucking left. Only time it's ever happened. I will say, if I got a chance, I would stay to the end of Paranormal Activity. It's getting that out of me. It's
Yeah, man.
Would have been a better movie if there'd been a sex tape.
God damn you. Alternate ending, which was better.
Well, the only other note that I have about this was that it kept showing the date and the time, and it was like 2006, right? And all I kept thinking was, in 10 years, Prince is going to be dead, and none of these people know it yet.
That's all you took from it?
Yeah. I was like, it's really sad that Prince is going to be dead in 10 years, and none of these people know it yet.
I'm glad that's what you were able to take from this movie. Good for you.
Yeah.
So, alternate endings, which was better?
Yeah, so I had forgotten that this was I keep saying forgotten. I'm not sure I ever knew this was the end of this, because again, my DVD plays the alternate ending, which is always the one that I think of. I think it's much stronger. I knew it wasn't canon because I have heard that Katie comes back.
Yes.
But that's the scariest shot in the movie, and I was furious when I saw that card at the end. Like, that just drove me crazy. It's so dumb. So dumb.
Rob?
I've only ever seen this ending, so I don't
know. The which ending? Which ending did you get?
The fucking theatrical one, whatever it was, with her.
Okay.
Fucking.
Well,
I don't know. I have a whole thing about the endings and trivia.
Okay.
The one that was like the quote unquote theatrical ending is the only one I've ever seen.
Okay.
All right. I've seen both of them many times. Like the alternate ending of this came out pretty quickly after the movie.
There are more than 2, by the way.
Yes, there were like 4 or something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's been thrown around. Everybody knows, it's one of those movies where it's like, which ending? I can't decide which one I like more, man, because I didn't hate the theatrical ending. For anyone who's not familiar, the theatrical ending, she's like fucking Micah gets thrown at or Mika, whatever the fuck, gets thrown at the camera, and she's crawling. Dude, I thought that looked creepy because she's a demon now.
I was sad to see Mika go.
God damn it. You weren't giving that one love at all.
It was good, but I was sad to see him go because he was my way into the movie. Like, I would totally be the one making fun of the fucking psychic come to my house and just trying to make a sex tape with a crazy girl.
God damn it. But agreed that the throat cutting, which is the alternate, that's a dark scene.
Yeah.
It's a dark scene. But I don't know. I like
that felt very. I'm not gonna say it like it drastically changed my whole appreciation of the film, but it was very satisfying as an end because it felt like it concluded something. Like the demon wins, and you don't see that, especially in the early 2000s. You didn't see that as much, where it's just like, oh yeah, they lose, and I liked it, but
Go ahead.
Oh, but just the whole like Katie's whereabouts are still unknown felt very cliche. I didn't like that.
And spoiler alert: the demon's name is Toby.
Yeah, it's Toby. What's wrong with Toby?
Toby.
What's wrong with it?
Stupid name.
All right,
Toby.
You guys want to get into reviews and trivia?
Yeah. So the scores, the Rotten Tomato scores. This has a tomato meter of 83%.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And an audience score of 57%.
Wow.
I'm not going to comment on this for Portnoy spoilers, but this might very well be my last episode on the show. IMDb has it at a 6.3 out of 10. And the reviews. There were so many bad reviews for this movie. Despite the IMDb score being a little bit higher, I had a really tough time finding a positive review that was written for this that was interesting at all. Because a lot of them, there were a few 10-star reviews, but a lot of them were just like, best theater experience of my life. And then that was it. Like, they were all just a couple lines. The 10-star review that I found for it, we can start with that one. First movie that has ever physically affected me. Not only is this a gem of an indie film, Paranormal Activity is... There's not actually an is there. Paranormal Activity, the scariest movie I have ever seen. It is the most horrifying experience I have ever been a part of. Paranormal begins when a young man purchases a camera to record paranormal phenomena that his live-in girlfriend has been reporting to have been experiencing. His purchase of the camera is out of naivety, and we soon find out he is more interested in electronics than the strange occurrences that seem to be haunting his partner. As the film progresses, the ghostly happenings become more and more apparent and intensify, while the handheld camera documents them and the terror of the young couple. If you've read any of the other reviews for Paranormal Activity, you will notice almost all of them mention that a viewer will not be able to sleep after watching it. I will make my review one of them. You will not sleep after you've watched this movie. Not only is it terrifying, it's thought-provoking, and when you think about it, you're terrified all over again. Don't believe me? Go ahead, watch it. I dare you. So... this guy was traumatized.
Dares you.
He dares you.
Dares you. Her keys are on the counter and then they're on the floor, goddammit.
But you gotta remember, that's the thing we didn't get to either. Some people take this for real.
And that fucking door is closed or open, and then it's closed 4 inches, and then it's open.
It doesn't matter, bro.
That attic fucking access panel is opened on its own.
Look, something with the capability of what it did in the end is around you, dude. That's like a tiger. Like if a tiger just pushed the door 4 inches, all right, cool. It didn't really do anything there, but it's capable of eating you alive. You wouldn't want to be around it.
Slight inconvenience.
You won't give it what it deserves, and that fucking annoys me. I don't feel as strongly as the reviewer did, but I understand there are people that like that shit scares the shit out of them.
Give him a candy bar. Fuck him.
Give him a candy bar? God damn. The Sprite bar.
I have one. It's just the title that I saved. But it's after the I won't be able to sleep. Someone posted, I won't be able to sleep after this. That's right. I can't sleep now because instead of sleeping, I'm here pondering what could be going through people's minds who actually commented good things on this movie.
Oh. Rob, give him a candy bar.
No.
And this is unfair.
They deserve a candy bar that hasn't been in my ass.
I love that that's the standard.
That is a better candy bar, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So this one I saved just kind of to wind up Rob, and then I have one that I just is wild. Okay, so we have 1 star out of 10. What was that? No, seriously, what just happened? Did I watch a movie? I honestly don't want to waste my time trying to eloquently put forth my problems with this movie, so I'll just present some highlights in a bullet point form. It was very documentary-like in that I have never been so bored watching a work of fiction. About a quarter of the way in, myself and other theater goers were laughing at the outright corniness of the acting, writing, and directing. No, it's not immersive. The shaky cam is, granted, better than some others I've seen. Cough, cough, Cloverfield. But when you hear a ghostly jump and you snort, imagining the crew member jumping up and down in the living room, then there's a problem. The main characters are in no way sympathy-inspiring. The guy was an antagonistic tool.
Hey,
and the woman
come on now.
is in no way endearing, having a grating personality on top of the fact that she is not only the reason for the haunting, but by extension the subject of blame for this movie even existing.
She's the problem, right?
Finally, there was not even a semblance of intelligence written into these characters. Granted, you are supposed to have a don't go in there, don't do that reaction in a horror film, but this was to the point of absurdity. What you have is simply a series of escalation to inevitability, which is fine if you can have more than one character perpetrating each escalation, which Paranormal Activity did not.
Ooh.
So.
Fuck that guy. Like, all right, whatever. You need to appreciate this movie, man. I feel like some people don't see it for what it,
I think you appreciate it too much. Is the problem?
I don't, man. I don't. But I like my paranormal movies like this. This is a perfect paranormal movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Like boring?
No, it's not boring. Builds.
We have one final review.
Okay.
Rob is going to appreciate, I think, some of the humor in this one. The title is Paranormal Activity or Paranormal Craptivity is an illogical
I
dumb
called this
movie.
Paranormal Craptivity in our fucking group chat.
Yeah. I'm so glad when I saw that I had saved this.
And then I followed up with Paranormal Inactivity because I am hilarious.
I don't know if he follows it up with that, I'll be honest. Paranormal Craptivity is a great idea. I was so psyched to see it, but it doesn't play out. The marketing got me and a lot of other butts in the seat, and I say good for the filmmaker. He made this piece of crap, sat on it for years, was told by everyone it was crap and they couldn't sell it, and then along came Spielberg and finds the marketing angle. Let's pull a Jackass, but show the audience terrified instead of laughing. I just wish they had a better movie to begin with. Anyone who has had to canvass a house knows you turn on every light in every room you pass as you explore them. When a noise is heard, he has the presence of mind to grab and turn the camera on, but not to flip on the stair lights on his way down. When you exit the couple's bedroom, there is a room on the left that was never entered. The door is open, but they just walk past it. At another point, he exits the bedroom and beelines to the far left without turning on any lights.
Oh my god.
And there is a lot of breakdown,
What
but
the fuck is this nerd talking about?
It's a big nerd talking. But then he gets down to a guide of top 10 things to do when things go bump in the night. Grab the camera, turn on its lights, but don't bother to flick a light switch as you pass. Give the only light source back to the girl and find a photo in the pitch black attic. Don't examine the tape when the girl sleepwalks. If you do, don't worry, she's standing over you for 3 hours. When you get phenomenal footage of your girl getting drugged to another room, do nothing with the footage and then spend another night in the room. When your girlfriend has a mysterious bruise bite, don't bother taking her to the ER. You probably don't have insurance anyway. Don't bother to get a dog for protection. Take a big interest in the girl's demon, but refuse to call a demon guy. You're too rich to be able to afford it. Find footsteps on the floor and get great footage of it, but don't call media or the police. Make sure the chosen one sleeps next to the open door. Never offer to trade spots with her or lock the door. Don't Google anything until Act 3 because research is a waste of time. It's followed up with keeping the hardware. Always keep your hardwood floors clean because the most interesting thing about the movie was when I turned to the wife and said, "Those are nice floors," and she said, "I was thinking the same thing."
Okay. Well, I'm not even going
He
to
didn't
mention the
mention
dog.
sex tape anywhere in the fucking tips.
I'm not going to mention the dog. Listen, what the fuck is a dog going to do? A pitch black attic. He was holding a camera, dumbass, with a giant fucking bulb on it. You idiot.
Yeah, but he hands the camera down to her before he actually goes to retrieve the photo. I think was the
it's all
point of criticism.
insulation. I mean, you go to that direction. There's nothing in your way, and you just fuck him and do nothing with the footage. Who the fuck are you going to show? What are you going to send it to TMZ? What are you going to do? Call the cops? What are they supposed to do with that footage?
I'm going to send that shit to Oprah.
You send it to the fucking demonologist, right?
He's out of the country. He's not there. You tried that. Fuck this guy. Rob, please do the right thing here.
I'm going to leave the country, and I'm going to give that fucking Katie fucking 4 days to get the fuck out of my house before I get back.
You're laughing about it now, but trying to sell that footage is pretty much the premise of Nope.
Right.
It really is.
But at that point, trying not to die is really the premise. Like you have other you get that footage isn't going anywhere. I need to live.
But all he has to do at any given time to not die is kick Katie out the fucking house.
I don't know, man. That demon might fucking share with him, man. He really pissed that thing off.
He's real big on trying to get that sex tape.
What I would have loved if that had been the thing, if Mika had gotten her demon wound up, kicked her out of the house, she had died, and then Paranormal Activity 2 could have been an actual haunting movie where Katie comes back to haunt him for getting her ass killed by the demon.
Oh, see, then you get carried away. No, it's good the way it is.
Also, we skimmed over this. At some point, they do turn off the camera, and then they turn it back on after they had sex, and he's like, that's illegal in Kentucky or whatever. You know what that means? They did butt stuff.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hold on.
You can't do butt stuff.
Yeah, butt stuff is illegal in Kentucky.
Is it illegal in South Carolina? You figure that out with
I don't know.
laws?
I don't know what the fucking butt stuff laws are in South Carolina.
Oh my God.
I just figured out the liquor laws.
Can't you imagine Rob at a job interview and they like call him and they're like, are you willing to move down to South Carolina? And he's like, listen, what are the butt stuff laws?
Yeah, I should have asked. I didn't think so. I have to ask my boss.
I might have to join a forum for this. I don't know.
Is there a butt stuff law?
There might be. I'm
there
not going to read
has to
all
be, right?
Probably.
Sodomy laws is somewhere like in Texas, Supreme Court in Lawrence. I got to read this later. I might have more information next week.
All right. But yeah, they definitely did butt stuff.
Thanks for bringing up butt stuff, though. Appreciate that.
Good for them. I hope they got it on. They didn't get it on tape, though. Would have made this.
They did, but they deleted it before it could be.
Well, I hope so. Again, make the tape if you want. Delete the tape and don't ever watch it.
Kat, this is a dangerous road I'm going to go down. Rob, imagine how bad butt stuff would look on camera.
Oh, it looked terrible. It looked terrible.
You have to ease it in. Ow. And, they're hitting you. Like the whole thing.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
A horrible idea. I don't know why I went there. I
don't know either. I don't know what we're doing. I'm so drunk, guys.
You got trivia, Rob?
I apologize. It's trivia. Yeah. Budget on this film. We talked about it already. Estimated $15,000.
Yeah.
Gross in the U.S. and Canada was $107.9 million. Worldwide, $193.3 million.
Minka.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Steven Spielberg convinced them to change the original ending. He thought it was too much of a bummer. Spielberg was involved because somehow DreamWorks was involved in this film. I didn't quite understand all the stuff because it was like DreamWorks was involved, Paramount was involved, Jason Blum was involved. A lot of people were involved. I didn't quite understand it, but Spielberg convinced them to change the ending.
A lot of people believed in that movie, man.
The actors were not given a script. They were just given guidelines on how to behave or what to discuss in their scenes. So there was no real script for Paranormal Activity. Paramount acquired the U.S. rights for $350,000. The film went on to make $193 million worldwide, making this the second most profitable movie ever based on return of investment. The first most profitable was the Blair Witch Project, which cost $22,000 rather to make, and made $240.5 million. They filmed this in 10 days. The entire movie was filmed in Oren Peli's house. DreamWorks wanted to remake the movie with a bigger budget and a better-known cast. And then they were going to include the original film as an extra on the DVD, but that was nixed.
Good. It wouldn't have been what it was.
It's something that happens every now and then. Robert Rodriguez actually had the opposite of this happen. He had made El Mariachi, I remember, and wanted to remake the movie with a bigger budget and a better cast when he sort of pitched it around a little bit. And the company that bought it was like, why don't we just release it like this? And so so they did.
That's fun.
Yeah, kind of the opposite of what happened here. Katie Featherstone and Micah Sloat received $500 each for their performance.
Ain't that a
however,
bitch.
due to the success of the film, they renegotiated the amount and were paid more.
Good for them.
Yeah.
So they're smarter than their fictional counterparts.
Yes,
is what you're saying.
do you know how pissed I would be if I was paid $500 to star in this movie?
That's
and
why,
that was
like,
all I got.
when I work on indie stuff, I always take royalty deals, and everyone's like, "This is an indie project; it's not going to make anything." And it's like, it only takes one.
Right? Yeah.
You're right.
There are
I've
a
got
lot
it
of people.
in writing, and
There are-
that's more than like the $50 or whatever I would make it doing it on this budget.
Yeah, there are a lot of people. You know, Betsy Palmer for the original Friday the 13th was offered a percentage of the profits, and she turned it down for $10,000.
Yeah.
She would have made hundreds of millions had she kept the fucking percentage.
Wasn't there a Hitchcock thing you were telling me about too, Rob? It happens a lot.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it does happen a lot.
One day I'm going to be really rich, guys. I'm going to live in Jeffrey Dahmer's house.
It only takes one to hit.
It'll be the DoorDash Diaries.
Yeah.
No.
Well, probably not, but
Probably
maybe
not, because you won't let me write it. You won't direct Santa Jaws.
No.
It will be Fantabulous, though. Fantabulous is going to be the one that hits everybody.
Could be.
Yeah. During the weekend of October 9th through the 11th, 2009, this reached number 4 at the U.S. box office while playing in only 160 theaters, the fewest number of theaters for a top 5 film since box office data was tracked in the 1980s.
That's crazy, dude. How long did it? That was its entire run?
No, that was just the opening weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because it eventually opened wider.
What'd you say it was? What was the amount?
Hold on. I'm really drunk. You're making me do numbers here. It made the top 4 in the U.S. box office and only played 160 theaters.
Oh, it didn't give a top. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't give an amount.
Wow. I want to see if Terrifier 2 beat that.
Writer-director Oren Peli said that he was most fond of the original ending, but it didn't test well with audiences. So with the guidance of the studio, he was given extra budget to shoot another one, which he said that he still likes the original ending and he fought for it, but he's okay with the theatrical ending.
Okay. Terrifier 2. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say Terrifier 2 also reached number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oren Peli bought the Ouija board at his local Costco. This one I found interesting. So producer Jason Blum was working at Miramax in the 1990s as a movie distributor, and he actually passed on the opportunity to acquire the Blair Witch Project. But he produced his own low-budget found footage film with Paranormal Activity, and it paid off, obviously, for him. And he was able to use that money to found Blumhouse Productions with the profits.
Some bitch. Look at that. So how you hate on this movie and it brought you Blumhouse? Shame on you.
Let me tell you something. I don't hate on this movie necessarily. First of all, I think Mika gets a bad rap, mostly due to people like Kat. And 2, the movie is kind of boring. Okay, so
you hate on it.
We talked about the endings a little bit. There were 4 endings for the movie. In 3 of them, the camera stays in one place. The first, which is the original ending, has Katie waking up, standing by the bed, and then going downstairs. She calls out to Mika in a panic. Mika goes downstairs screaming and worrying, and then we hear him freaking out and then quiet. Someone is going up the stairs. It's revealed to be Katie with a bloody shirt and a bloody knife in her hand. She sits by the bed, rocking back and forth for hours that go by quickly. Her friends come by to visit the house. We hear her friend downstairs, freaking out that Mika is dead on the floor, and she leaves. The police arrive. They see the body, go upstairs and find Katie, and then she snaps out and panics. Where is Mika? Police tell her to drop the knife that she's still holding. She doesn't, and they shoot her.
That was
the
so
original
convoluted.
ending.
I remember all these. That one it looked really good. That was I like that.
The second one is the theatrical ending, which is the one that I saw. That has Katie waking up and standing by the bed. The blanket pulls off Mika to the floor. Katie goes to stand and stare at him for about 2 hours. Then she goes down, screams. He goes down. She kills him. And then when she goes back up, she's holding Mika and throws him at the camera. The camera falls. Mika's on the ground. Katie goes down to the floor, looks at him, turns to the camera, and screams as her face becomes demonic for a second. Then the screen cuts to black.
I liked it.
That is the theatrical ending. That's the only one I've ever seen.
That's the one I saw tonight.
The third, which is labeled the alternate ending, is similar to the original one up until Katie kills Mika downstairs. After that, she comes up all bloody, closes the door behind her, approaches the camera, and slices her own throat with the knife she killed Mika with.
Okay, so that's the one that I saw on my DVD that I liked better.
Okay. And then there was another ending planned where a possessed Katie corners Micah and bludgeons him to death with his camera while viewers would watch from the camera's point of view. The version was of this ending, though, was complicated and brutal, and Warren Pelly actually decided never to shoot it. So I don't know if that would have been better or not. I mean, it's kind of poetic, I guess, in the fact that she kills him with the camera.
I do kind of like that.
Yeah. While Mika and Katie are talking to the psychic Dr. Fredericks, he mentioned the spirit feeds off of negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Mika makes a comment and says, well, your mom shouldn't come over anymore in that case. That implies Julie is still alive visiting her daughter. However, in Paranormal Activity 3, Julie dies by Toby throwing her down the stairs while Katie is crying. Therefore, it means Julie was never able to visit Katie in San Diego. Therefore, the chronology and mythology of the movies do not hold up. Therefore, this entire franchise is a fraud.
Or
I would not take anything Mika says that seriously. I think he's just an idiot.
Or he's just a dick that has no problem making a joke about her mom, and apparently he's done it before and she didn't blink an eye.
Nobody would make a joke about their
Mika
significant
might.
other's dead mother. I mean, come on.
He brought a Ouija board into the house in the middle
He's
of that,
not going to make a joke about her dead mom. He's trying to make a sex tape.
Man.
You don't do that. That's not sex tape worthy.
I think that joke might piss her off just as much as bringing that Ouija board in the house did.
Yeah, it proves to me the entire thing's a fraud and was not planned out.
Look, I would have been all for if they ended the movie with her slitting her throat. That would have been dope as shit. And just start Paranormal Activity 2 with a new fucking family.
Or hear me out here. Never make Paranormal Activity 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
And you say you don't hate on it.
Well, I'm not hating.
You say it shouldn't have existed at all.
I'm not hating.
One of the second most profitable movie of all time shouldn't have been. Wow, shame on you. You done?
I'm done.
I'm glad you waited to the end for that. Good for you.
I held off to prove that the entire franchise is a fraud until the end.
It's not a fraud. All right, let's get into Portnoy's. This is probably gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
Rob, do you want to go first? What do you want to do?
I don't think mine's gonna be as bad as you think it is.
I'm afraid that Rob's is gonna make mine look worse.
I feel like
Will.
Once again, I will. First of all, I do want to say, and we never really mentioned this because I talked a lot about sex tape, and that was pretty much it because I'm drunk. I do want to say that they did one thing extremely effective in this movie. And that was her staring at him in bed was extremely creepy. That was very well done. That was very creepy. I just wanted to point that out because I've been talking a lot about sex tape.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so drunk. The movie, there's not a whole lot that fucking happens in this movie. Honestly, I found it a little boring. But I do think that the characters are pretty solid. Like, I think they're well created, well imagined characters. And I think that we get a sense of their relationship, a pretty solid sense of their relationship, throughout the movie, which is something that a lot of found footage movies struggle with. Overall, it's not terrible. I give it a 5.9.
Oh boy.
Wow. Oh, good for you, man. Good for you.
It's not like it. I would have liked. Here's the thing about the movie. I would have liked it if more would have happened on screen.
Which in the later movies, more did.
But it's not a terrible movie for what it is, especially considering the restraints that they made it under.
Yes.
So I give it a 5.9.
Yes. Okay. Kat, go ahead and piss me off.
I really don't want to. Here's the thing, is that I feel like I've come out of this experience with a deeper appreciation for Paranormal Activity, a better understanding of the elements that were good and the elements that were bad. I feel like I've done well up until the Portnoy, and I really don't want to say it out loud.
Especially after Rob went, huh?
Especially after Rob went. I knew I should have gone first, but there is just no way I was going to get out of this. I understand what Paranormal Activity fans like about Paranormal Activity more, but it was not a movie for me. It committed my two biggest movie sins. It did not live up to its potential, and I wanted to see the characters die. Like, they annoyed me. I don't like the experience of watching this one because I'm both bored and annoyed. I'm giving it a 3.7.
Whoa, Kat.
I'm sorry. It's not for me. And I again,
holy shit.
I have a deeper appreciation for the elements that work. I have a deeper respect for the people that like it, but I'm not one of those people.
Rob, really? After years of Rob giving me shit over this movie, he does the right thing and gives it a decent score. And his Cat way lower.
What'd she give it?
A 3.7.
Wow. All right, Kat.
Wow. I'm disappointed in you, Kat. Holy
well.
Wow. All right,
yeah,
I wasn't expecting that.
I know. The thing is that I was going to give it. I actually had written down 3.8, but I liked it less than some of the movies that were at a 3.8 when I was actually looking over the Portnoy sheet.
Son of a bitch.
So I bumped it down a 0.1. Though on record, this is 0.1 higher than you gave to Cube. So I feel like maybe we're even, and I can let that go.
Bitch. This is 1 point higher, you said?
Yeah, I actually gave Paranormal Activity higher than you gave Cube.
Yeah, because you're a dick, Mikey.
I gave Cube too high of a score. God damn! Wow, you really did hit me in the heart.
I know.
On this one. Holy shit!
I didn't want to do it, but it's as high as I could justify.
In a
what
way,
I love is that the entire time Mikey thought it was going to be me, and it wasn't. It was
I would have absolutely. I didn't think Kat was going to get to a 5.9. I can't believe you got there, but I didn't. I thought Rob would have been lower than 3.7.
I went in honestly thinking I would get higher with it, but
this is the shock of the year. For next year's Slashies, this one right here. This is a shock of the year if I had an award. Holy shit. All right. My brain
Wait
needs
until
to
we
reset.
do Paranormal Activity 2 with a haunted pool cleaner.
See, and that okay. Let me start by saying that then. My little spiel. Look, I get it. Not a. Rob says, "Oh, nothing happens." Okay, I understand. Not a ton happens, but I can go on with the shtick about what they had and what they pulled off. Okay, whatever. But at the end, like, when we were doing this, I said this going in. We have to start with one because Kat hasn't seen the other ones. So we really had no choice. This one I knew wasn't going to be the one to win you over. I'm glad it's the one that made you understand, Kat, because I'm still holding out fucking hope, although the flame is diminished a little bit.
And I will go in saying, like, I will try to give the other ones a shot also. I tried really hard today, and it's not for me.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You did. You gave me your word, and you kept to it. And
this kind of pissing me off a little bit.
Why?
Because you're like, oh, I appreciate that you gave it a shot, Kat. You just didn't like it. If that was me, you would be raking me over the fucking coals right now.
If that was you, I'd be thankful you gave it a fucking 3.7, honestly. Like, I didn't expect this from Kat. But anyway, she gave me a word. She did what she had to do. I understand. But I'm still holding out hope. I think the other ones are going to, a lot more happens. They had a lot more money. It's unfair. I get it. But I'm giving this movie a 7.8.
Did you say 7.8?
Yeah, man.
I'm giving you a candy bar.
You can't give me a candy bar. Look, man.
That's actually not as high as I thought you were going to go to be. Or not as low. What? I'm drunk.
I've been real drunk this whole episode, and I've been trying to keep it together, and I fear I have not been succeeding.
You haven't.
It's been a real fucking shit show.
Next week's going to be another one of the episodes. We start with an apology from Rob.
More than likely. Once I hear this back, it'll be like, oh, shit.
All right. So
I do want to say also,
yeah,
3.7 is up because I was thinking about Portnoy's going in, so I had like a line of comparison, and it has gone considerably up because again, this was the only movie I've ever walked out of a theater from. So we had a pretty low baseline. It's jumped like a whole 1.7 in my esteem today.
That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, I was flirting with a 7.7 with it. I think I'm going to stay at 7.8. This is an influential movie, man. It hit home. It seemed real. It felt real. This another thing we didn't talk about is the closest thing and probably the last thing of the nature of Blair Witch we'll ever have. Like it wasn't like Blair Witch where, half the world was divided on if this was real or not. Like most people knew it wasn't real, but there were a few people that mostly younger teenagers who dug in the internet and all that stuff. That was out there for Blair Witch too. Dude, to recapture that shit in the time it did, the impact that it had, and I get some of that was marketing, but the movie had to pull off being able to make you believe it. And
we called those stupid people.
You cut out, but did you say stupid people?
Stupid people, yes.
Okay, but be that as it may, like it was able to do it, and the movie backed it up. Jesus Christ, a 3.7. My God. All right.
Well, for the record, I did not give this one the lowest Portnoy, so
I thank you, Rob. You deserve a thank you too. I
told you I was going to go into this with an open mind, and I was going to do it the right way.
I don't believe you did that. You knew you weren't going to like it, but you know what? You did keep to that in a way. You were fair, man. You gave it. And
most of my 5.9 is Mika being the hero of the film.
Oh my God.
He's trying to take it away already.
Yes.
Boyfriend of the year.
Well, we did it.
You know what? I think that's acceptable though, because if Rob ever is looking for a boyfriend, he can date Mika.
I would date Mika.
They deserve each other.
He and I would be on the same page about shit.
And Rob would let him make the sex tape. He just wouldn't want to watch it with him.
Yeah, goddamn right. Goddamn right. I don't know if butt stuff is legal here in South Carolina or not, but we'll get down to it, Mika.
Oh man. I wonder if there's a butt stuff forum. Gotta be, right?
I don't know.
All right.
Oh, I'm sure, right?
It was nice to sit and talk about a movie again, guys. I liked it.
It was.
Even though, the circumstances.
Well, don't get used to it because we got Murder Madness for the Lord Humphrey Cup coming up.
Maybe.
We do. We got a lot going on. But the Lord Humphrey, it's not the Lord Humphrey Cup. God damn
The
it.
Lord Humphrey Cup, yeah.
No, the Murder Madness is probably going to
For
leak
the
into
Lord Humphrey Cup.
God damn it. God damn you! I'm trying to stop. Murder Madness is probably going to leak into April because next week we have Cat's payment of a shark. Next week is Shark
movie.
Week. We're watching Trailer Park Shark. Then we have a Patreon pick, and then Murder Madness, guys.
Is it for sure Trailer Park Shark?
Oh,
As
yeah.
you guys said last
That's
week.
Trailer Park Shark.
Okay.
God damn
Just
it, Kat.
double checking. I got no problems with Trailer Park Shark.
She said, "Oh,
Probably going to be better than this fucking thing."
You just gave it a 5.6.
I gave it a 5.9, and I bet Trailer Park Shark is at least a 7.5.
It's got to be right. It's called Trailer Park Shark. It's got Tara Reid in it.
All right. I mean, come on.
They're two very different terrorists. Yeah, so we got that lined up. Stick around for all that. Keep up with everything at Slashie Radio on Twitter, and slashradio.com has all of our articles, episodes, interviews, and you can find me at Mikey's Dad. Rob, where are they finding you?
Should I apologize now, or should I wait until I hear the episode to apologize for how drunk I am?
You're gonna want to wait.
All right, I'll wait. But probably next week I'll apologize. So I'm on Twitter at RadioRob123. You can listen to the other show that I do with Kat. Eventually we'll make a new episode. It's called This Horror Life. And you can find that wherever you are listening to Slasher Radio.
What the fuck, guys?
It's been a tough week for everybody.
There's been like a whole thing going on. It's a thing.
All right. Well, I want my episode.
We'll get one eventually.
You'll get one eventually, and it's going to be a banger because we're talking about Skinamarink.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That might be where Kat and I officially break up.
I have to relay messages more often on the over here. All right. Fair enough. All right. I'm waiting. I was checking the other day. I was like, what the fuck?
It's coming, dude. It's the whole thing.
Do I have to send Greg back over there?
No. God, no. That's not going to help.
Yeah, that's only going to complicate things, I think.
Be the Micah of this our life.
I'm not making a sex tape with Greg.
Why not? Cat, where are they finding you? God, there'd be a lot of hair.
Oh, it'd be all over the place.
You can find me on Twitter at cat_velour, VOLEUR. You can check out my website, catvelour.com.
It looked like somebody shaved a dog, man. I'm done. Good night, Slasher Radio. What the fuck was that?
Oh, you fucking said it.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.
You